Hello viewers, I am Will Keith and I am here today with a sort of random cutting slash thank you video. And what I have here is the Rigid Knives Bowie, however you want to pronounce that. I've heard it both ways, but have a look at this. Fucking monster, isn't she? Now this was sent to me by a viewer named Jeff Turlington. He sent me comments. He commented on a bunch of videos. Then he wanted to send me something, and honestly YouTube comments are not a reliable form of communication, so it took a long time to actually get him to email me, and then he sent me this. So Jeff, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate this. This is a fucking amazing knife. I'm gonna bring it a little bit closer up to the camera so you can see it. It's got a really nice kind of rubber grip. Like, no matter how wet my hand gets, there's no way this is going out of my hand. And it's really light too. Kind of like the buck knife I have. It feels a hell of a lot lighter than it looks. Like, this looks like a big, meaty, heavy blade, but it's not. It's really, really light. And I like that because, you know, that means it's good steel. It's not like over-engineered to be bigger than it needs to be. It's just a light, nimble, functional knife. And now, this is a pretty old knife. You can't buy this today, new at least. I looked around on the internet, I couldn't find it anywhere. But it's made from U2X Steel, which honestly I'm not positive what that is. I probably should have looked it up before making this video, but I'll put it in the video description. And it's made in Seki City, Japan, which is the same place where my Spyderco knife is made. So apparently they have some good blade makers over there. And I honestly say that this thing just feels really, really good. It's got the hole in the end of the grip for a wrist rope and wrist strap. That's what I'm looking for, a strap. And all in all, it just feels really good. It's got the nice clip point. Now, one thing that's pretty funny about this knife is if you look on it side on, it kind of looks like it comes to a round edge, but that's really just because of like the way it's polished. This thing has an insane edge on it. Like, when I felt it, I couldn't even believe it. I have not cut anything with this yet, so I am extremely, you know, my camera looks like it's pointed too far down. I gotta make sure that it's seeing what it needs to see. Hang on. Alright. I guess I'm gonna get to cutting. Oh yeah, the sheath. Nice, simple, real leather sheath. Has that really good smell. Knife slides in real easy. It's got the strap to keep the blade in. Belt loop. Just real simple, rustic looking sheath. So this I am going to put in my pocket, I guess, because this jacket has really big pockets. And I'm going to get to cutting. Oh yeah. I wanted to compare this to my buck knife, so you can see the difference in size. Stupid loud vehicles. This is the Buck 120 General, and its blade is 7 inches and 2 centimeters. And next to this, much wider, well, not wider, but wider? Yeah, I guess it would be wider blade. Thick would be going across this way, but wide blade and longer. And I have in my pocket a tape measure, and we're going to find out the exact length. Nine inches, 3 centimeters. Almost 9.5. Not quite there though. But yeah, very long blade. And now we're going to get to the cutting. If I can get this knife away. Here we go. Alright, so that is 2 going in my pocket. And here we go. I am so excited to cut with this thing. Nice! Uh-oh. Don't look. That's a knife for a next video. Alright, Resident Evil cut. Alright, You know that this only happens on this tiny post when I have a really, really good blade, so that already speaks for itself. Butcher's cut on my pocket. Oh, fuck nice. Just gonna do some unnecessary fancy knife rotating. Alright, I'm gonna try a OBB backhand cut now. Oh, that actually did very well. Oh my god, my other knives are getting smashed. I thought they'd be safe back here. I'm cutting this way. I wouldn't think the water would go back this way and hit my knives. When I'm cutting like this, it's going over there, but apparently that's fucking not how fluid dynamics works. I don't even feel the bottles when I'm hitting them. Thing is, I got this bucket here with a bunch of bottles. I gotta save half of them for the second video I'm filming today. So I can't get too crazy with this knife. And I'm gonna try to go down as diagonally as I can here. So yeah. Nice cut, very long across the bottle. It is so smooth. Honestly, the edge on this thing, this might be the sharpest knife I have. And I never thought I would say anything about that, anything like that, about any knife other than the Buck 120. But the edge on this, it's better. I mean, as much as I love the Buck knife, I can't lie about it. This has a better edge out of the box. Now Jeff, dude who sent me this, is saying that this is more of like a fighting Bowie than like a camp knife. And I mean, the edge kind of backs that up, because if I was wielding this into wood, I'm sure the edge would deteriorate a bit. But I'm debating whether or not I want to try it anyway, because any knife that's like this size, this shape, you should be able to bring this in the woods with you and walk out, still have a functional knife. So I'm gonna have to do it, and if it loses this amazing edge, I'm just gonna have to sharpen it. So I guess we'll find out. Alright, I'm gonna do this is the last cut I'm gonna do on a bottle, because I gotta save the rest of them for the other video I'm doing. So I'm gonna try to make this a good one. Yeah. Whoa ho ho! Okay. If I actually pull this off, I'm gonna lose my shit. Nah. Close though. It cut it, but the bottom half was just too light. Alright, so gonna dry this thing off. I'm afraid it's gonna cut my shirt if I'm doing this, but I want to try. Alright. Rigid Bowie knife. Rigid is a subsidiary of United Cutlery. I did find some of their knives around, but not this specific one. So unfortunately, there's really no way I can link it in the video description. But it's just a damn good knife, and I love that I have this. And thank you so much, Jeff. And now the bad part comes, where I drive this into my already very fucked over post numerous times and hope nothing bad happens. Because despite this being advertised as a fighting knife, any full tang, well-made knife made out of good steel, it should be able to perform basic inner woods functions. So here goes nothing. Whoa, that chunked it big time. Where'd that bit go? I can't find the bit that I just knocked off of this, but this thing blasted out like a good chip of wood like this after 2 hits. Man, that really tears into it. I've really got to replace this thing soon. I really do. I keep saying that I'm gonna, but you know, as long as I can put a bottle on it, it's still functional. Alright. Edge looks completely fine. Not a single roll, not a single chip taken out of it. I mean, I expected that much. But, I'm gonna do one more bottle. Just make sure that's still got an edge on it, you know, Forge and Fire style, even though I know it does. Yeah. Okay. So, dry it off again. And, you know, I hate to say it, looking at it, the edge is fine, but if I run my finger on it, it does feel, there is little tiny bit of roughness right on the edge after hitting the wood with it. An edge this fine isn't really meant for wood chopping, but it still held up, it still cuts. I am very happy with this. Alright, so again, thank you so much, Jeff. Really, really appreciate this. Fucking amazing knife. Very solid, very lightweight, it's very nimble. Absolutely razor sharp out of the box if you're just going to be doing like backyard cutting with it. And really fucking great. So, let me just wrap this up right here. I love the sheath too, it looks really nice. Alright, so, thanks for watching, everybody. I'm glad to be back out here, and I gotta start filming the next video I'm doing right now. I got the other knife right over here, so I'm just gonna go right into it. So, thanks again, Jeff. Thanks everybody for watching. If you guys would like to help me continue making more videos with new, better products, feel free to visit my Patreon at, well, Patreon/BBillyK, but there's going to be a link in the video description. And you guys got to understand that, like, I'm not out here, like, begging for money, because whatever I get through Patreon goes into buying new stuff to make videos with. So whatever you put into Patreon, you're getting back in the form of better content. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not taking Patreon money and running off to buy video games and shit. It's going back into the channel unless they have some kind of, like, big, serious emergency going on. So, that's going to be it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.